I say one day it will better. Believe one day it will better. It will better for us. It will better new Nigeria. It will be Nigeria. There will be new Nigeria. There will be new country. We will new Nigeria. Like one day it will better. Good evening, morning, afternoon, depending on the time and place on which you are watching this my video. I still remain no other person but Adam James. I welcome you to this is the part two of our liberation movement, liberation for a new Nigeria. You know, in the first part of it, I was teaching on how to make use of sand to pray. Remember my warning. Please, 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 I hold my hand for ear, they talk. If you know your hands are not clean, if you know you are one of the perpetrators of this evil in this our country, Nigeria, don't join this movement. Don't pray. Don't say anything. Don't touch the sand because the Mother Earth will strike you. Don't say I do not warn you. But if you want to join us, maybe you feel repented and feel like joining us in this our liberation movement, you have one thing to do: restitution. Ask God for forgiveness and there will be restitution. If you know all the money that you looted from our country, return it back. You can give it to the masses. You can do it, use it as charity. You can just give it to people. There must be restitution for you to join us in this movement. Else, don't join us. But one thing I know, that new Nigeria must be given birth to, whether the devil like it or not. So we are moving to the part two of this our program. This our crusade movement is movement for liberation, liberation for new Nigeria. So I want to explain how we can use kola nut. Remember I said that you can either use sand, water or kola nut to do this prayer. For that of using kola nut, how do you do it? If you don't have access to sand, you can make use of kola nut. If you don't have access to kola nut, you can just be doing the sand own. All of them, God must answer us with it. But remember, the mission, the main reason we are doing this thing is to pray to God with nature. Praying with nature so that God will answer us. How do we do it? Once you wake up in the morning without talking to anybody, just take one kola nut. Face the direction of the sun, where the sun is coming out from. Begin to declare prayers. Thank God for the gift of life, for the gift of this our country, Nigeria. Declare words of prayer for our country, Nigeria. Even pray for yourself too. Pray for any good things you want God to do for you with this kola nut. Pray it. Say your prayer very well. After praying, then you take this kola nut, breathe onto it. You take this kola nut, break it and throw it out. Throw it on the ground. If you cannot throw it outside the compound where you are living, you just throw it on the ground. It will still work. Or if you are not able to do it very very early in the morning, you look out for the early morning sun. Early morning sun. Once the sun is coming out, use the sun. Present the kola nut to the sun. Tell the sun that you are using the sun as a witness. The sun is a witness for us. You know, everybody on earth make use of this sun. You cannot run away from the sun. You can run away from every other thing, but not from the sun, not from the sun. That is why we are making use of the major element of this earth to pray. So you cannot run away from the sun. We may talk to the sun. Tell the suns to strike. Tell the sun to revolt. Let there be justice for the less privileged. Let there be liberation for the less privileged. People are suffering. People are dying. Maybe wherever you are, you may feel that you are comfortable, that things are going well for you, and it's none of your business that you don't care. My brother, one day you must care. One day it will visit you. One day karma must visit you. If it don't visit you today, it will visit you tomorrow. That is one thing I'm assuring you of. So please, let us join hands and liberate this our country, Nigeria. Just with this simple kola nut, we can do it. And making use of the sun. The sun is a major element that can do it for us, and we can do it. Believe me, believe you me, we don't need to go for war. We are not doing for any war. God will do the war for us. Remember, when the Amalekites were fighting the Israelites, God even went to the extent of throwing stone from heaven just to liberate his people. So let me tell you, God must liberate this our country, Nigeria. How he will do it, I don't know. But one thing I know is that it must come to pass. So my brothers and sisters, I thank you once more for listening to this my program. Remember our first prayer, you pray with sand. Pray with sand, pray with nature, pray with kola nut. That is that. This is Adam Mirindinze. I welcome you all. I thank you all for listening to my program, for listening to my movement, for listening to my crusade prayer. This is a crusade. I want us to join. Let everybody come out and join. Come out and join. Ask yourself, all this shout, all these things that people have been doing, have you ever opened your mouth to pray for this our country, Nigeria? I remember during the time of Abiola and the Abacha, when there was turmoil in Nigeria, there was confusion, there was revolution everywhere. Catholics, I commend them for that. They brought out prayer for Nigeria in distress, and we started this prayer. Before we know it, God take control. God took control, and we all know what happened during that time. There was liberation. But this time around, we are praying for justice. We are praying for good Nigeria. We are praying for good. We are praying against rigging. We are praying for liberation. Let there be total liberation of my people. God say, my people are crying. Is there no balm in Gilead? Why is my people dying? Let's make use of that Gilead. That Gilead is the things given to us by God. The natural things God gave to us. God gave it to us so that we make use of them. But unfortunately, some of us don't even know how to use it. Some of us don't even know the uses of it, how powerful they are. That's why we underrate it. Please don't underrate this one. Let's join hands and do it. Do this prayer and come back. We all must rejoice and thank God for giving us a new Nigeria. Remember to subscribe to this my channel, share and like my program. Thank you very much. God bless you. Remember, it's only kola nut.